So, do you think that I am crazy?
No,
Do you think I'm delusional?
no.
Okay. Um, what year did you meet me?
2018.
Uh, so, where did I come and meet you at? Where did I meet you at?
You met me in Irving, Texas.
Okay. So, since meeting you, um, have I mentioned anything to you about Gangstalking?
Yes, you mentioned to me at the beginning to so I could be aware of what's going on.
Okay. So, when we moved together, did we ever have to leave our first apartment?
Yes, because of gang stalking. They were coming harassing us, and then they even made a point to where the apartment had from the outside you can come in through the attic to come right into our closet, and sometimes when we leave they would come in there and take stuff and move stuff around.
Okay. Okay. So when we left that apartment, where did we go?
We went to Colorado.
Okay. Okay. And was we being harassed and gang stalked there or going there or anything like that?
We when we headed out to Colorado, we were there, and no no sooner than we touched down in Colorado, we started to be gang stalked there. People were following us.
Was there anybody following us up that way?
Yes,
Okay.
all
Okay.
around. It never stopped.
Okay. 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 And okay. Um, let's see. So um, so when we came back and we moved with my sister in Houston, was I being gang stalked over there? Was we being gang stalked over there? Anything going on over there?
Yes, we were gang stalked. They were basically following us. They flat the tires. Then they were sending Decepticons, like little girls and stuff, trying to lure him. And people were doing like burying stuff next to our door, and even at the other apartments, somebody put like a voodoo room next to our apartments to try to cast stuff.
Okay. So okay. So let's see. So pretty much okay. So yeah, we also moved to Indiana. Was there any gang stalking going on in Indiana?
Yes, and Michigan. First, we went to Michigan. When we got to Michigan, we were in Saginaw, and everywhere we turned, there were people following us. Even when we're dealing with the motels, they were setting up plays to undermine us, and then they were like set up plays to hide a hand, and then give us something like a we paid for a certain room even if when we did it online. Then once we get there, oh, we don't have that anymore. You got to pay more to get a room.
Were they ever when we were in these hotels, were they ever trying to put us in a specific location?
Yes, they would always put us at the end. And one particular motel, when they when we went in there, even though we had a reservation, they said, "Oh, that room you can't have. We got to set you up with something else." So they moved us to the end, and then gave us a room. The air wasn't working, nothing. And then they when we got a different room, there were people standing outside, and as the night went on, people banging next door. You hear stomping in the room upstairs to the point where we couldn't sleep. And then when we went to complain about it, oh, we'll handle it. And then they supposed to went to handle it, but come to find out, it was the maintenance that was doing it, making all that noise.
Oh, okay. And another thing, any of the, you know, because you said maintenance, it made me think about maintenance men at apartments that we lived at. Was there any connection to gang stalking the maintenance
Yes.
men at any of the apartments that we lived at?
Yes, there was to the point where they would come in there saying, oh, we have a work order. And they would sit there looking around to see. And it was like, they asked us, oh, can we come in there when you're not there? And it got to the point where we're like, no, when someone needs to come into the apartment, we need to be there. And then at one particular time, the maintenance came in, and I'm like watching what he's doing. Oh, I'm just fixing this. I said, well, I'm gonna sit here and watch you. And he was like, well, there's no need. I said, no, there's a need, because most of the time when the maintenance come in, things come up missing, or just a lot of stuff that's been done that we don't approve of.
Okay, so we lived in Flint, Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and there was gang stalking going on up there, right?
Yes,
Man.
when we were in Flint, that they were following us around, harassing us, and as soon as we leave the house, there's people following us, and no matter which way we go, they were following us. Sometimes they even set it outside the house to wait for us to leave so they can follow us. One of the next door neighbors is a gang stalker, had people come to his house and park, no matter, even though it's all the street was vacant further down, they would park in front of our house on the curb.
I remember that.
And, you know, and then every morning between 4 and 5, the alarm goes off on the car.
Do you mean panic? The panic. They will push
Well,
the
the panic button would go off.
Yeah.
On the car.
Pretty much. Yeah,
between 3 and 4 every morning, and our room was right by their driveway. And so for 2 days it went on. So I went to talk to the neighbor to express that, you know, that it was going on. And he's like, oh, well, my wife or girlfriend put a new alarm in the car, and she's trying to set it. Nobody sets an alarm between 3 and 4 in the morning, and it keeps going off, and it lasts for maybe 10 minutes. Nobody does that. That's gang stalking. And even after I expressed what was going on, they'll wait a couple of days and then do it again.
All right. So this is my last question for now. Maybe we'll do another video later. Maybe matter of fact, this ain't my last question. I got another question. So we just went to Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did anything strange happen up there?
Yes. We were there the first day. For the first night, everything was going okay, and we were trying to get a room. They basically gave us a room, and they cut off all the Wi-Fi, because I inquired about the Wi-Fi so we could do, you know, get on the excuse me, so we can get on the computer and stuff. So as soon as we got to the room, they cut it off completely, so we couldn't use it. We asked them. They was trying to put us at the back of the motel, and I expressed to her we don't want to be in the back at the very end where there's woods and everything else. One way in, one way out. So she got upset, and for 5 minutes she wouldn't even really deal with me. She was just sitting there acting like she didn't see me there, even because you can't go in. it's closed. It was closed. So she would pretend like she was doing something, and I had to ask her. I said, "Excuse me, we want the other room." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you didn't want it." I said, "Ma'am, I told you I wanted it, and I've been sitting here."
Okay. What about it? Anybody, did I tell you that anybody pulled up on the side of us and behind us?
Yes. As we were riding down the street, first, one of his exes, her sons, found us and were riding down the street to act, and then start gang stalking us, looking at us, me mugging us, just riding until we veered off. Then, about 10 minutes later, her daughter was behind us and just following us, just kept following us for miles, and until we got on the toll. And as soon as we got on the toll, she kept going because she didn't want to pay the toll. Then we got a hotel room, and shortly after that, one of her friends come asking us, "Oh, how much is the hotel?" And we told her the price, and it was too much for her, so she left.
Okay. It was something else I wanted to ask, but I think I forgot. So, in that case, I think we'll wrap it up here, and we'll probably make another video later. Maybe going forward, anything's happened. Maybe we'll go ahead. You want to talk? Go ahead.
Oh, and also, when I first met him, and he told me about gang stalking, I moved to Houston with him, and there was a lot of gang stalking. And no sooner I got back to Irving, because I had some business to take care of, they started gang stalking me, showing up places like my doctor's office and everything that they never had before. They were following me, watching me to see every move I made, and they never did that before.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll end it right there, and we'll make another video later. Have a good day.